Absolutely. So, hi guys, my name is Elena. I'm going to share my screen and see if you will be able to see my screen. Yeah, looks good.
I'm not seeing it, but that might be just me. And do you have a camera as well?
No camera. I'm not going to use camera because I wanted to present. Do you see my presentation?
Yes, we can see.
Okay,
Excellent.
perfect. And let me see. All right, so we can start now because I have a lot of things to tell you guys. So, all right. So first of all, my name is Elena, and I work for G-Accon. And what I'm going to do now, I know some of them. I do have here a lot of our customers, and some of people absolutely new to our application. So I will try to present 11 different reasons why you can choose G-Accon and what G-Accon can bring to you. So we call our our presentation Actionable Insight to save more than 40 hours per month. This is what our client says. This is not what we claim. This is what we heard. So I'm going to run. All right. So what is G-Accon? Like Alicia said, G-Accon for QuickBooks is a connector between QuickBooks Online and Google Sheets. So this is the easy way to transfer data from QBO multiple accounts to Google Sheets, made appropriate or needed modification or update, and load data back to your multiple accounts. So why you choose G-Accon? We are very good in technology to do bulk upload. So we're going next one.
Would this be a good time to run that first poll so we can find out how many people are using Google Sheets?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Yeah, perfect.
Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're running our first participation poll, and let us know if you are a Google Sheets user. So as we're waiting for everybody to come up on the poll, it looks like we're running about a third of the attendees are Google Sheets users, but 61% aren't. But I know that all of those people are Excel users. And one thing to know, if you haven't already tried, is that Excel and Google Sheets are completely compatible. And so you can open up an Excel spreadsheet in Google Sheets. So if everybody can hear my voice, can turn over to the poll and go ahead and take it so that we're not spending time on polls, and we can give Elena her full time to present. Okay, everybody take a look on your screen, find that poll, and go ahead and let us know if you are, in fact, a Google Sheets user. Somebody is asking how many polling questions do you answer for credit. There are going to be 3 poll questions during this segment. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close the poll. If you didn't have time to answer, you can also answer in the chat. And Elena, let's go back to you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. So we'll continue. So what is the main feature why people choose our product? So it's absolutely two-way synchronization. So it means you can download not only reports, but extract data and financial tables and upload it back from Google Sheets to multiple QBO accounts. Automation. So automation is a key in our processes. And it's not only automatic download, it can be, you can automatically upload your data. You can set up notification, email notification to your customers, to your team members. You can set up alerts, you can do backups, and you can convert whole reports or data data dump, what you do, into Excel. If your customer, let's say, prefers still working this Microsoft Excel, PDFs, and CSV. And I'm going to show you a small example how to set up email notification. So I think everyone will be interesting to look into that. So, all right. So one of the reason, I would say we put number one reason, G-Accon is perfect for those who love Excel or Google spreadsheet. But we know a lot of connector, including us, do connection between core financial platforms like QuickBooks, Xero, FreshBooks, Sage. And what is lack of all these solutions is data analysis. So this is what we allow you to do. So basically you download your data, download your report, which allow you to do perfect analysis. And then based on your analysis, you either update your data or build your dashboards or create graphs, create tables. So, and connect on, we have a lot of customers who connect a BI solution on top of G-Accon. So it's like perfect solution. What I mean under BI. So it can be as simple as Google Charts. It's a built-in chart within spreadsheet itself. I think people familiar with that. It's a straightforward building of your BI dashboards and graphs and tables, or you can push your data to Tableau or Looker or Google Data Studio. So it's absolutely amazing because we're sharing the same Google technology and platform. So another reason. So another reason, people who is very comfortable with spreadsheet or Excel itself have a tendency to do some manual upload and manual download, right? And it's full, it can be human error. So by using our tools, definitely you will eliminate this mistake done by a human. So why? Because we're creating template, you automatically refresh data without human interaction. So this is a big key because all of us try to do certain processes manually. So we will help you guys here to eliminate these errors. And now the first report that I'm going to show you, it will be P&L reports. And now you can see I will be connecting to QBO. And the moment you install our application, you can see our application under extensions because it's a Google environment. Then you will see G-Accon for QuickBooks and you sign in. And this is how you create secure token, which is allow us as a product to connect this your QBO accounts and pull data. So this is how connection look like. So the secure token is established. Now I close the tab. I will go to extension and I select through standard accounting reports. I select P&L, but you can see how many other reports are available for you. So some of them straightforward goes on request, and some of them created by us. So I will stop a little bit here. The main key here, which give you flexibility. A lot of my users know how to set up this template, but who doesn't know, you have to set up date range, right? Because you can pull 10 years data, absolutely. But if you need to work this 1 or 2 years data, so it makes sense to set up a date range which is needed for your reports or your analysis. So you have two category of date range. First, you can set up date range dynamically. So if you select this month or this week, what it does through your automation, this week automatically move to, or this month, automatically move to next month. So you don't have to touch and reset template. Let's see, now we're running in October. So next month we will pick up November, December, and so on. So this is one way of using our report. Another way to set up static date range. What does it mean? In my example, I set up October 1st, October 31st, right? And these days will never get updated. You will nail it down. And then you compare your P&L with 12 previous periods. So this makes sense. This is exactly how QBO works. So this should not be an issue. And another way how to customize this date range, we're using Google Spreadsheet. So you can set up any formula on your spreadsheet and pull this custom formula, custom date within the template. So basically, you will be having a custom-driven template, which is based on your requirements. Okay. All right, in my example here, I select December. I will put the name of the P&L as a P&L for 2022, because this report I want to pull. And I execute. So what's happened when I execute? So it's happening two actions. First, I save the template. And the second, I pull data from the QBO and present it in the Google Sheets. So this is my first template. So now if you decide to modify any parameters, this is how you pull your template. And let's say, I will stop here for a moment. If you want to reuse this template for different company, different entity, or, sorry, I apologize, or you can pull data for 2021. So you need to save your structure in the cloud. So by clicking on the icon next to the P&L 2022, you save this template in cloud, and I will continue. And you can see I put name, description, I save it, and then the whole structure is ready to be reused. So this is key of application, reusability. So now what you can do, you can apply this template for different entities. You can switch organization. This is how it works, how you switch organization. And then you can apply template for different year. This is how I'm going to load the template and modify and pull the template, modify it to retrieve data for 2021. And this is a way how you can share template within the group. For example, if you have group license, so everyone can use the same template. Now I load the template and execute. Sorry, guys. So I changed the date for 2021. And I'm able now, I have two possibilities here. So first I can add this template to the same tab. I can append this template on the bottom of the first template, or I can create absolutely new worksheet and place this template to absolutely new worksheet or file. So I put the new name for this file and execute the template. And this is, you will see result. All right, so what we have now, we have two templates for two P&L reports for 2021 and 2022. So what is the next step? Another, like one of the main reasons, like I said, automate the process. So for automation, we offer usually two ways how to automate your refresh of your data. So first, you can refresh it manually by trigger the process or call the process refresh process for this specific tab or for whole processes if your file has like 50, 55, like 100 different templates. Or you can set up automation, means you schedule this process. And what I'm going to do on the same P&L example, I'm going to show how to set up automation. So basically, again, everything starts this extension. You select extension, you go to G-Accon for QuickBooks, and you refresh current templates for this specific organization. Let's assume you have multiple entities on the same file. Everything, by clicking on this button, everything will be refreshed. So you don't have specifically go for each and every of your 50 templates and choose and select one. You just select refresh for current worksheet or for everything. So the next step, this is pretty much manual process. And next step, how to set up automation automatically. So you set up, click automation, and you're going to create workflow. So what is the concept behind workflow? So if you try to combine or kind of split your processes in different chunks, and these chunks needs to be automated based on your business needs and requirements, this is how you split, or this is how we can see the workflow. So workflow can be, okay, my P&L or age reports will be refreshed in one schedule, let's say daily. My bills, estimates, purchase order, invoices can be updated in different schedule, let's say every 3 hours. Then I have another workflow, which is responsible for notification of my customer and client, maybe one time per week, right? This is another workflow. Third workflow can be backups. I want to back up my data as a new copy every time in my Google Drive. This is another workflow. So this is a concept of workflow behind the process. So what I do now, I put name of my workflow, I put it P&L auto refresh, and I copy and I do the same description. Then my next step, add templates. So basically, I'm going to add all available templates. As you can see, I create only 2 templates, so I have ability to add only 2 of them. But let's assume if you create 10, 12, or 15 templates, all of them will be on the left side. You just drag and drop on the right side, and then all the selected template will be part of your workflow. So now I stop this. Playing. I want to focus a little bit on template settings. So this is important because this is notification to you who create the template, owner of the template. You will get notification. And now you have 3 options here. You can be notified in case of error. So let's say QBO is down, AWS down, something else happened, and you want to know, did you refresh all your data partially, or what's happening? So majority of my customers select send email notification in case of error, but in case you have multiple processes after that, and you want to have notification in case of success, you will check the first checkbox. And the last checkbox, stop on fail, work like this. If result of your refresh, based on this result of your refresh, you have other processes which is trigger later on, and if that specific processes fail, you want to stop everything. So this is nice way to notify yourself. So this is not a customer. So you have to do it for each and every template, and then you move to scheduler. So as soon as it's my P&L, so I decided, okay, I need to refresh it 1 time per day, daily, around 2 a.m. Why it's around? This setup trigger, it's a Google trigger. And it's never work exactly 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So basically, you can expect to see your running process 2:05, 2:10, 2:15 sometimes. So this is how Google works. That's why we said around 2 o'clock. I apply. And now I'm going to run for you because I'm not going to wait for 2 a.m. to run this process. So I pull the template again and I will execute it. And what I'm going to show you is we will create automatically, we will create a tab which call automatic operations events log. This is your log file. This is your monitoring tools. This is one of the main piece of your application, because let's assume you have 100 different templates. You don't want to go from one template to another and check, did data was refreshed, something else happened. So all your log file is here. So basically what it says, this is my Google account on column E. This is my event, my timestamp. Event happened, I pull my workflow. I pull my first P&L template for 2022. I pull my second template for 2021. And I'm looking on column B for word success. So if it says success, it means we successfully refresh data. If you have error, then you will have a couple of options. For example, if you refresh your reports or data every 3 hours, you can decide, okay, I'm going to wait for next cycle. That's fine. But if you need to refresh it now, you go and refresh your templates manually, the way how I showed in the beginning of this example. All right. So get two-way synchronization.
Elena,
Yeah.
before
yeah,
you
sure.
go on to your next topic, can we go ahead and run the second poll?
Absolutely. Thank you. Yep.
All right, next poll is up on the screen. We'll give you just about a minute to take a look. Have you heard about G-Accon before this webinar? So go ahead and answer it. I don't get to answer the questions as a host, but this would have been a no for me, but oh my God, I love what I'm seeing. So go ahead and get that poll answered, and then we can go ahead and I want to see this two-way synchronization. I want to know if I can update my data using Google Sheets. So if everybody watching can go ahead and look for that poll. If for any reason you're having trouble answering the poll, you're welcome to go ahead and answer it in the chat as well. The question is, before today, had you actually heard of G-Accon before? And it looks like the vast majority of people had not heard of it. So this is a first look for almost all of us. So I want to go ahead and give you, we've had the poll up for just about a minute. So I'm going to close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Elena, go ahead and continue showing us this miracle that you have in front of you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we have two-way synchronization, and definitely this is key. Another major reason for you guys to use our tool. And what I'm going to show you in this example, how to extract data. So first you will see, I'm going to load as example, I choose invoices. So how you extract data. You also can filter using certain condition, you can sort it, but this is your extract data, again, template, which can be automated. Then I'm going to use the structure because I'm kind of lazy, but I dumped the structure from QBO and I use the same as the structure for mapping. It will be easier. Although you can feel free, you can type any headers you want, any information you want, but in this case, you have to manually map it. And whoever use any API, you know, the key for upload process, it's a mapping, right? You map your column, header of your column to your two fields in QBO. So basically what I did now, I select extension and select design accounting reports. And I'm going to pull, again, create template to extract data. So I stop for a little bit. This is how many tables available for us through API. So let's assume if QBO add more tables, so we will be implementing and we'll try to pull as much as we can. So sometimes attributes or tables attribute get changed because Intuit constantly updating the API. So as soon as they put new fields, we able to include new fields in the tables as well. So for now, I choose I choose invoices. Again, date range, the same concept like we saw through pulling reports. You set up, I set up bigger date range so I can show you more data. So now, because I'm very familiar with this API, I select only needed or mandatory attribute, I would say core attribute to do later on upload. So that's why I know, okay, I have to pick up invoice ID, invoice number. This is your line items. So each and every line items in your invoice will occupy one specific row. So total amount, creation of invoice, TXN, this is the date. So this is very nice feature here where you can change the order of your column and change order of your attributes, which is change order of your column. So next time you refresh data, this column stay as you selected. So now it's again, change pool settings, this part or session responsible how your data look like. Very similar like you see in attribute. And then I'm going to remove display date range because I would like to have only headers in the first row. And then I put template name, it's a download. So, and execute. Here again, as soon as it's a query, you're building query behind the scene, you can absolutely easily, I stop this now, absolutely easily apply filters and use date filters, use contact, use invoice number, whatever you're searching for, right? Or just do dump like I did, like complete dump from June to the current date. So this is our extract. So this is how it looks like. Invoice ID. So invoice ID, if you look to at the data, it's meaningless because this ID, it's more like identifier, or I would say social security number, right? For specific records. So in our case, for invoice ID, it will be invoice ID. If it's transactional level, transaction ID, bill ID, account ID, and so on. Why do they need it? You need it if you want to later on modify certain row, and QBO API need exactly understand what you're talking about. This ID, it's your identifier. For now, when I'm going to upload data, I'm going to upload new invoice. I don't need to provide ID. This invoice ID will be actually created by QBO API. So what I'm going to do now, I just show you have deep link. You can see your invoice, the invoice what we downloaded from QBO. It's my demo company. So you're going to have this invoice. So next step, what I'm going to do, I will be just copying data because I want to show you the easy way. So I will copy the data. This is I prepare my new invoice, which need to be uploaded, and I change number, invoice number, because the requirements, it must be unique. If you don't provide number, QBO itself create for you number, and absolutely I need to delete ID because it will be created. And my next step, do mapping. I will go to G-Accon for QuickBooks and click upload data. This is the key of second template. So this is a mapping. So if you can see now, if you try to create mapping, I would definitely recommend to use currently selected rows because it's give you opportunity to play around and modify templates if needed. But let's assume your mapping works. Your test invoice when uploaded successfully. Now you can move the row selection mode to new rows or all rows. So basically our program is smart enough to create, to pick up only new rows next time when you set up data. Or if you wish, okay, I need to dump all rows. Now we're talking about big data. So it's 800 rows, 1,000 rows, and so forth. But first, when you started using application, please select currently selected row. And if you need to delete it or modify it, you will not have issues to clean up 1,000 rows. So now operations, it's a little bit technical terminology here, insert, update, delete, but what we understand, so insert, this is when you add new object, new record. New invoice, new bill, new manual journal, and update. This is your modification. Then you saw now delete, voided, and send. You can even send this invoice to your customer, from here. So, and now I click refresh button, and this is a key of mapping. So the top of the table will give you possible values which come directly from your QBO account, the way how you set up. And the second table, this is mapping. On the left side, it's columns or headers in spreadsheet, and the right, it's the fields in QBO. So we push this 2 rows, and now you can see on the right side, we QBO created ID, and that means we successfully create this specific invoice. So now I would say, as soon as we see invoice, okay, test 2022, then nice, it's new invoice, get created. Now the next step will be, I come back to the template and change mode from currently selected row to all rows, and this whole template is ready for bulk upload. All right. So this is big piece. So now it will be a little bit more easy piece to explain to you. So what can be part of automation? Like we cover on P&L example, data refresh is absolutely first piece of automation, which all our customers use. Majority of the customer use, especially when you pull big data. And a little bit later, I will show you how many rows can be processed. It's pretty amazing. Email notification and alerts and backup. So one big part of automation, we have nice feature, which is allow, I mentioned this in the beginning of presentation, which is allow you automatically convert your files to different format. So basically you can say, okay, my customer is having only Microsoft Office, and I would like my customer to receive only Microsoft file, like every Sunday. And through the automation, you can set up workflow and send them only Microsoft file, but we will convert whole file, or PDF, different layout, or CSV file if you have some future processes. Sometimes bank accept the CSV file, so people use that quite a lot. So I saw that. So how you will set up? You go to extensions and G-Accon for QuickBooks, automation, and I select the same workflow, which is I created for P&L refresh. So I push this workflow, and then I'm going to show you the place. This is alert place. So, and I stopped here, and what it does, it's a little bit involved condition that you have to set up. For example, you want to set up condition which is allow you to send this file to the customer, for example, to see invoices, which is 2 days, 2 days before they due invoices. This is one case. Then you certain outstanding delay for, I don't know, 3 months, right? Without payment, you can set up date condition. So basically this is conditional programming here a little bit, but it's very useful. It's very useful for people if you want to notify customers. So it's very powerful feature here. So the next feature, this is how you set up condition. You have where condition, the added date condition, and next feature, automatic backup. So this is the way how you set up backup, and this backup file is a snapshot. Will be sitting on your Google Drive. So for us, it's very important to update only one file without copy. It's very useful feature, but sometimes you do need multiple copies. So this is the way how to create these copies. And the main feature for automation here, which I'm going to cover, email notification. So this is a place when you email your reports to your clients, customers, and I'm going to show you how to set up subject, message, and then you can see drop-down box for attachment, attach current Google Sheet to email, as this is a place where you select in which format you want to send this file. So for example, I choose PDF just to show you how it works. Again, I update and execute. Again, that will be part of your P&L refresh process, but you can easily set up new workflow and new schedule. So I execute it now, and I'm going to show my inbox and pull this PDF file. And again, I'm going to show probably here log file. So you can see each and every refresh process will go through this monitoring tab, and you can have very nice recording what's happening. You see it's adding, it's appending more log, more files, more text. And then this is my inbox, and this is how your client will receive it. And this is attachment of the file. All right, so this is PDF. All right, the next slide, another reason why G-Accon is kind of is popular and people like us, we try to use standardization. So what does it mean? We try to use the same UI and apply this look and feel for each and every our product. So basically, if you're accounting firms and you have clients who use majority QuickBooks, right? You're happy, you learn how to use our tools, you become comfortable, perfect. Now you have new customer who said, okay, I'm using Xero, FreshBook, or Sage, right? And now what's happening, you don't have to learn this application again. You have the same features, the same function, the same UI, so you're comfortable right away. And what I'm going to show, it will be a very small example how to connect to Xero and FreshBooks. I will show only how to set up token, how to get connected, and then you can see the menu options, and then you see, yeah, it's the same. So basically, one time you learn and you apply for each and every of your clients. And it's, again, it's successfully authenticated, you can close, and you can have G-Accon for Xero, the same menu options, the same downloads, the same uploads, and the same automation. So, and now I will connect to FreshBooks, and you can see, yeah, I would say FreshBooks is less popular, but we do see customers who are using FreshBooks too. So again, establish secure token, authentication successfully. You can select the company in the FreshBooks. And when I go to extensions and open G-Accon for FreshBooks, the same reports, standard reports, automation, uploads. So everything pretty much the same. All right. So now, security. Security. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. Before you go on to your next topic, can I run the third poll for your session?
Absolutely. Thank you for stopping me. I can
no worries.
I can keep going.
Okay, you know, that automated reporting was really cool. So I wanted to find out from people what they thought, if this would be helpful to them. So everybody head over to your poll and go ahead and answer. And then we'll find out about the security levels on this. Now, while this poll is up, I actually had a question.
Sure.
One of the things that happens for me is I have clients who are using, for example, PayPal. And so all of their invoices are imported and they all say PayPal sales, but the description says what it really is. And so I've been personally looking for a way to find out what that description was and then map it to a product. Could I leverage this in some way, like, have like a lookup table, update the spreadsheet, and then import that back in?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And it will be uploaded on description. And yes, you can do lookup. You can put new description and upload it as a bulk. Yep.
Well, that might be a good solve for me. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So it looks like we have some good participation, and it looks like the majority of people here, 2/3 of everybody thinks that this would be a good benefit for them. All right. Thanks, everybody. And Yelena, back to you.
All right. So security is the key question, right? And the moment I have new client or somebody come and ask us questions, okay, what's going on? How secure your application? So security is the key for everyone. So to cover that part, I want to tell, so first of all, we use OAuth 2.0 protocol. And if certain product doesn't support this protocol, we are not taking that because we consider that it's a high risk, not secure for us. We cannot jeopardize our clients' secure connection. And definitely we use secure API. And another big key, we never save your data locally on our boxes, on our servers, never. So basically each and every request goes to your accounts, QBO accounts, and through us, we deliver the data to spreadsheet. So basically, if people having some issues and people send me emails, okay, that doesn't work, this missing records or something else, every time I ask, please send me a screenshot because I cannot guess what's going on. So this is a big key for our development, and we are taking that seriously. And especially in US, the security for us, it's a key. And data should be secure, especially financial data. So this is a big part of our product. So now, this is, I would say, it's more feature of Google Sheets other than our product, but this example will be nicely showing you how you can share the file which you generate or report which you generate within your team, and you can share this any team member or maybe client, right? And what the client can do, if these people would have G-Accon license, they can absolutely refresh data by themselves. They can modify template, but in my example, I just give example how to working on the same document. You can ask somebody else create certain formula on the spreadsheet, and it can be visible from both sides, and it's just convenience and very attractive feature of Google Sheets itself. So we found this very cool. We use that a lot within our team. So now one person asked, okay, let's set up formula. So somebody else will setting up formula now in G3, and another person just using that. So, and plus comments. So it's very cool feature. So never forget it. You don't have to send emails. It's right here. Yep, that's cool. So now I stop this slide, and I would like to make a point. Some of our clients, even though we told them, please don't use us to pull big data, but they still like to use our soft. And my couple latest customer pull above 200,000 lines. Okay, and we were able to pull this data, and we told them, okay, big data can be a better solution for you. No, they love us, but yep, it's possible. So it's possible to put huge amount of data. What it give you is give you data to do analysis. This is whole purpose behind this. So again, what you can how you can use our tool. You can create consolidated report. This one button click feature will be available in a couple of weeks, but now you can absolutely consolidate your report using append functionality, like I covered in the first example. Absolutely huge upload data in bulk. I saw a lot of clients of mine uploading bills, invoices, sales receipt, purchase orders. This is main. Store and filter data. Here we're talking about raw data dump from the spreadsheet, where you can filter your data based on certain criteria, and we can absolutely pull huge number of data to you. So I like this slide, because before I was thinking, yeah, probably we can do it, but now I know, yeah, we can do it. All right, this is most affordable. I don't want to say this one, the price one. We start our business plan at $30 per month, one user up to 5 organizations. But what we can see, it's a most popular plan that currently our users buy. It's our group plan, which cover up to 10 users and 50 companies. And if you can see here, we have features and functionality which is attached to this specific plan. But what I want to tell you, our concept, as soon as we create new feature, new function, new functionality, new reports, new tables, so something new, some new solution, it's available for all our users. Because we don't understand, the person who has like bakery shop will enjoy the same functionality as enterprise companies, right? So basically, any features available for everyone. And its only limitation will be if you do have group license, you do have little bit more group functionality, which is related how you set up users, how you restrict users. But this come for group licenses. It's based on pretty much needs of this license. But everything else are the same for everyone. And I believe this is my last slide, and this is what we offer to you guys. I know what 2/3 of you never heard G-Accon, and we would like you to try. And this is a code, and it will be part of your handouts. So you will use this code and try us out. And for trial, 14 days, it's absolutely free. You can ask us any questions. You can pull us for the Zoom meeting if you have specific needs and specific requirements, so we can go one-on-one. But if you like to subscribe, so this is what we give you. We offer you 30% off for first 3 months of using our tool. All right, I'm done. I hope I leave enough time for you guys to ask me any questions. Sorry.
Well, for me, the bell went off on that slide when you said store and filter your data, because what I realized is instead of updating my data, I could just import all of my sales information and then just run pivot tables right off of the information without re-importing or changing my QBO stuff.
Yep.
So I thought that was, for me, a huge solve. This is a good time for anybody who wants to ask questions to head over to the chat, or you could even unmute yourself and ask. And we did have one person who was interested in finding out more about uploading accounting data, if that's a question that you can address or something that you can demonstrate, that if you have if you have information that you want to put into QBO, you can use this as a way of doing it. Like you can have the data exported from maybe an e-commerce system or from an invoicing system or a billing system into the spreadsheet. And then, am I correct that you could then use this to bulk import into your QuickBooks?
Yes, absolutely. And we do have people who is using third company to put data in the QuickBooks in the spreadsheet. Then sometimes we help because sometimes its headers can be done very manually. And we absolutely happy to help everyone to do mapping, and then whole map data can go to QBO. We do have our channel G-Accon on YouTube, and you can pull a lot of examples, because we would like people to know different tables, how to do upload, and the whole playlist called Upload. So, and it will be a ton of them to see as example.
All right, awesome. Okay, and there are people asking for copies of your slides, so I want to make sure that we can get a PDF uploaded into the chat.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. And Harmony was looking for more examples of applications of like different creative ways that you could use this. And so if you have any other examples of use cases, those would be really helpful.
I do have a lot of use cases and on our website, we have case studies, so you can pull it. And especially a lot of customers, probably you guys will be interested in how to build BI. It's not 2-second demonstration, but a couple case studies have these examples. And I do have small video, maybe 12 minutes, how to build it by yourself from scratch using G-Accon. That will be helpful. So we try to put a lot of videos because now also we do have documentations, but we feel now people like to have big and small videos. So some of our webinars on our YouTube channel, which is about 40-45 minutes long, and some of the video 3-5 minutes long, and we prefer you guys to look this short video because everyone is busy. 3 minutes is good enough to understand if the system works for you or not. So it's our YouTube channel, G-Accon. You just type G-Accon and you will get our channel and bunch of videos.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yep. Does anyone have any additional questions? Okay, we're getting lots of thumbs ups. Okay. Yeah, one of the things that it's been really interesting seeing how the industry is evolving with all of the integrations with the cloud services, that this benefit of being able to integrate with Google Sheets to manipulate the data, like, you know, just that slide that you have right there with that whole dashboard, the whole idea that I can just go to that dashboard and it will have updated information at any point without me having to do the work over and over again is just really tremendous. And, you know, I wish I had that 10 years ago, but I'm stoked that I have it. I have it now.
We were not available 10 years ago, but 5 years back, yes. 5 back, yes.
Yeah,
and now
absolutely.
we build more and more functionality. And I would say even how Google Sheet itself works. So all you refresh might work very nicely when even your file is closed. So basically you don't have to keep it open. You don't have to keep your computer open. So refresh happen by itself. You open your file, you open your dashboard, and you have fresh, updated data. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's really exciting. And, you know, again, for those of you who are Excel users and are not using Google Sheets, you don't even have to worry about that because it is such a smooth integration. Any Excel file can be opened in Google Sheets. Google Sheets can export to Excel. I mean, you can't get this whole live update that we're talking about, but, you know, you can pull yourself away from that particular workflow and adapt this really super easily. So, you know, I'm pretty impressed for sure. Okay, so if we have any other questions from the audience, we can probably move on unless you have some additional things that you want to throw in, Yelena.
I think I'm good, and we will be sending out hands out, and you will see details. You can contact us. And you see our 30% discount, which is good enough, and try it out and see how you like it. So we're very open for any feedbacks because what we're doing, we try to make accountant and bookkeepers' life is easy. So this is whole idea. If it's more complicated, we don't want to go that route.
So well, thank you very much for that discount code.
Yeah.
Yeah,